Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. This is a general love reading for whoever has found this reading. So let's call in our spirit guides, see what they have for you today, what's next in love, what's coming towards you, any loving energy that's around you at this time. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. So grateful you've been guided here. Spirit, I ask for some loving messages. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear today? What is coming towards us? I am listening for you now. I have guilt, of course. Don't let guilt, don't let resentment, don't let bitterness, anger, anything like that prevent you from being happy. You know, the other person's moved on and you've got all these kind of mixed feelings. So don't let them get that. Don't let anybody get away with that. Attraction, divine soul counterpart, transcends superficiality. So yeah, I want the real thing. You know, I mean, you can be attracted to a lot of people. You can have that instant chemistry, or you can have just kind of that physical attraction to somebody. But I think we're all looking for something a lot deeper here. And we are all looking for that divine soul connection, you know, that it just is deeper. It's got to be more than just a physical attraction. That's not going to hold you together. I have a labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through. Pushing through something, pushing through a pain, pushing through a loss, a grief, believing in yourself again, Spirit saying, you know, you've been on a long journey, or this has been more difficult than you think, something like that. They're asking me for one more of these, so let's see. I have a yin and a yang energy. Like the yin and yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other. Characters within themselves. So I'm just going to say we balance each other, that we're equal. You know, those are big kind of important aspects in a relationship, especially as you get older. It's like, I want to be with my equal, you know. I don't want somebody that I feel like is beneath me, or I don't want to feel like somebody's way up on a pedestal and I feel inferior either. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Hierophant. I have an Ace of Swords. I have a Nine of Cups. And I have a Page of Wands. This literally came into me as somebody saying out loud that God brought us together, that, you know, that this is a gift from God. I like the two keys on the key ring. It almost feels like a key. We each get a key to a new door. We each maybe get a key to happiness. But I just feel like that those keys could be we move in together. But I'm going to say God brought us together. You know, like we just look at each other and just say, this is just too perfect. Okay. You know, sometimes you look at, you just are so grateful. You know, just the sense of a perfect union. Maybe you're not perfect. Maybe neither of you are perfect. We're both not perfect. Okay. But we're perfect for each other. Okay. That's really what they're saying. You know, like nobody's perfect. But somehow in the whole world, we have found each other and we were meant to be together and we really work well together. That's how I feel. I have a Three of Cups. I have the Chariot. I like the two cats. Maybe somebody has two cats. I have a King of Pentacles and I have a Six of Pentacles. I feel like you did find your equal. I feel this is going to be a stable connection that moves forward with I'm going to say minimal effort. Like we don't have to work really hard at this connection. I feel that we both are very grateful. I feel like we both walk in gratitude, that there's this sense of I can't believe that you're in my life, or you know, I feel lucky to have you, you know, just all of those types of feelings. It's real. They're saying it's real. They want you to know this is real. Okay. This is definitely real. You could be questioning, is this really happening to me, or am I just dreaming? No, this is, it's definitely happening, and it's going to be here if it's not here yet. Let's see what else they want you to know. It feels good. It really does. If you're using this to manifest, that's great. You know, it just means that there's a very loving energy around you. I have devotion, devoted to you, a gift in my soul. You know, there are people that come into our lives that we know would never hurt us, and that they would hurt them more to hurt you. You know, even if you've been hurt by somebody else, there are people that it's just not in their nature, or they would walk away from a relationship before they would dishonor you or disrespect you or cheat on you. It's just not in their nature. So if it's gotten to the point where it's that bad, then they'll walk away from it first. I have a bridge, building a bridge, crossing over, these two souls finding each other. I feel the connection, right? The bridge is connecting us, you know, whether we say it's our hearts or our souls are connecting. Beautiful. I have a mediator, somebody who helps, we help each other with balancing our life. There's a lot of energy in this connection about balance, yin and yang energy and balance and equal, and helping each other find balance or grounding each other. So maybe that's something that you need. You have some anxiety in your life. You have stress in your life right now. You feel overwhelmed. You need somebody to talk to. You need that best friend that says, hey, everything's going to be okay. You know, let's not worry about that yet. We'll worry about it when we have to. So maybe it's just somebody that is there for you. I have inheritance, learning from my past, and bringing that into my future. So again, I feel like we're not little kids. I feel like we have both been there, done that energy. And we want more this time. You know, there's a sense of, I don't want to have, I don't want to have stress in a relationship. I don't want to have battles. I don't want to, I want peace, if that makes sense. If I'm going to be with somebody, I want commitment, bottom of the deck. I want tradition. I want to create memories with this person. So for some of you, you've already made up your mind that you want a partner and you do want to share your life with somebody, but it's got to be under a certain kind of value system. You know, maybe it's your religion, maybe it's your culture. You know, I'm not going to be with just anybody. I'm not going to just sleep with you. I want a relationship. I'm traditional. You know, there's a part of me that says I can't be with you unless we're talking long term, unless, you know, I'm not going to just sleep with just anybody. So, you know, values, religion, worth, you know, they all play into it too. But you know your worth, you know what you want. It feels like it's leaning in the direction of a commitment. So that feels nice. Let's see if we can get some letters. First initials, last initials, spirit. I have the letter I have a C, A, a Y, the letter P, another K, the letter Z. I have a T, I have an N, I have an S, an E, another T, I have an A, T is popular, I have another S, and I have an F. And then I have some new letters that I've been using recently. These I made, and they are the first letter and second letter of a first name or a last name. So these I feel like are a little bit, if you get these, I feel like it's a little bit more of a evidence that this reading was for you. So let's see. Let's see if you get you or them. I have MOJERY, I'm sorry, FRJOJAAM, R-E. Let's get two more. I have an A-L and a J-U. Okay. So those could be connecting you to a person. Spirit, anything about this person I should know? Has an imperfection in their speech. I also see this card as possibly a little bit of an accent. It doesn't have to be a foreign accent. It could be a regional accent, like they're from Boston and you hear that Boston accent, or they're from the South and you can hear that Southern accent. So it could be just like a regional state accent, something like that. Wears a watch. Okay, maybe they have an Apple Watch. Maybe that's something that you notice. Dyes their hair, unusual colors. Maybe they have multiple colors in their hair. That could be you. That could be them. Nice. Has a severe allergy. They could be allergic to peanuts. They could be allergic to bee stings. You know, something that they carry an EpiPen on them, or they always have an EpiPen in their car, or they're really concerned about the food that they eat because they have a severe allergy. Already knows who you are. Oh boy. Okay. They could be in your circle of friends. They could be somebody that has met you in the past, but we haven't been romantic. Lives in a warmer climate. Has been extremely hurt by a loved one in the past. Okay, we could say that about anybody, but maybe there's a story behind that. Vegetarian. Okay, I'm a little funky here with the kind of dyed hair and vegetarian or vegan, something like that. Has a triple syllable first name. Okay. I have wants to send you a message. So they are getting ready to connect to you. This kind of, I want to reach out to you. Will be the one to ask you out. Okay, so they're going to ask you out. If this hasn't happened yet, I've got somebody who I guess is ready to make a move. You know, this is going to turn into something. Maybe then we start to realize, like, I wish you had made a move earlier. Makes a move. All right, I'm gonna take that. That feels good. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection today? You know, God brought us together. It is real. You know, sometimes when it's good, you go, it's just too good. You know, no, that's what it's supposed to feel like. It's not supposed to be stressful or painful or cause you anxiety. It's supposed to feel good, you know, so don't question it. Just be grateful when it's here. I have a Six of Pentacles, very equal connection. I'm loving that. I have a Three of Pentacles. I have a Judgment. There's a sense of I admire you. There's a sense of I respect you for who you are and maybe what you do and all that you've done. I have a Hierophant, definitely a spiritual connection, both of you. You probably both are very spiritual. You could have a culture where I want to say rules, you know, that you don't sleep with somebody before you get married, you know, that my parents would never allow it. My parents would never allow me to live with you unless we were engaged or married, you know, like there could be so quote unquote cultural rules, religious rules around both of you. So I feel like that influences you a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a couple more. I have a Seven of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Cups. And I have a King of Cups. I love this. I love this feeling of I want to invest in you. I want to spend time with you. I want to see what's going to happen. And I hope you feel the same way. Like this is I'm having feelings for you. And the other person says, yeah, I have feelings for you too. You know, I'm falling for you too. So there's definitely mutual feelings. I think that that's important to know because sometimes we get hooked on somebody and we don't know if they feel the same way. You know, there's nothing more exciting or to feel that you both are at the same place at the same time as far as falling in love with each other, that we both have the same feelings, that the intensity is the same, that we both are, you know, enjoying this connection, loving this connection, something like that. Spirit, please share with me any Any other clues? I have a Libra. I have an X. A little bit of an X knocks at the door when this comes into your energy, almost like they know that you're moving on. They don't like it. You are trying to improve your life, change your life. And, you know, that X like feels it, says, oh, I'm really losing you for good this time. I have an Aquarius. So you could have somebody kind of pining over you. I have a Taurus energy. I have a soulmate. I have a soulmate. I feel like you're my soulmate. And I have a Sagittarius coming through. So those all feel nice, don't they? Let's get some loving messages. Spirit, tell me what is going on. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think this person's going to be devoted to you. I really do. I think we're going to be, I'm going to say, you know, what's that song? Hopelessly devoted to you, right? That we're going to be devoted to each other, I should say. I feel like that's important. Nothing really makes sense without you. Like now that I have you, I can't imagine my life without you. That I feel like we're going to get to that place very soon. You are my wish fulfillment, and I only want you. I can tell you right now that you've got somebody who is going to be loyal. If that's important, that's your number one person thing. You know, my checklist starts with loyalty. That this is I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. So is it somebody who is ready to, you know, take this, what did they say? Makes a move, ready to, you know, do something about this connection. Your smile is making me melt every time I see your face. So I'm going to go with you're my wish. I'm going to go with a soulmate because is Spirit finally putting the person who you're supposed to be with in front of you? I would say yes. I would say, and don't question that it's too easy. If it's easy, just say thank you. You know, don't question it's too good to be true. Sometimes that gets in our head. You know, we're so used to suffering. We're so used to struggling in relationships that when it's something that's good and it's working, we second guess it. We overthink it instead of sitting back and saying thank you. So let's put this out into the universe. I think it's beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. I appreciate them all. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website at kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other two channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame channel, for some other love messages, and I'll put those links in the description below. In the meantime, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you again real soon.